All right, guys, welcome to Fire Force Season 3, Episode 4, review. And let me tell you before we start this shit, right? I never thought I would see this in anime where, we'll get to it, but this is the episode where they use ass
fan service
to beat the villain.
Fan service.
Yeah, but we'll get to it right now, man. They shake booty in this episode.
Angles, baby.
Yeah.
Captain Gold?
Yeah, Captain Gold.
Captain Gold. Right here with her money, her cha-ching. Why does she say that?
Oh yeah, she does say cha-ching, huh?
I feel like that's her mantra, like cha-ching.
That's her I guess
her powers.
Yeah, her powers. Yeah, and I think we opened this episode with Company 8 back in the fight with Gold, right?
Right.
And we don't really worry too much about what's his name, Burns versus Shinra.
We don't really get a lot of time with them, which is kind of
they're still on the rooftop. They're still going let them finish.
Burns still hasn't moved.
Yeah,
but he's a new stage.
Yeah.
He has a new highlight on him.
Yeah.
So it's like, all right, what do we do?
Stage 3.
He's already there.
Yeah. So while they're chilling on the roof, Company 8 is doing the heavy lifting right now.
Mm-hmm,
yeah.
much.
So they start off with how did they start off, Ryan? I forgot.
So Nikomata, right, which is funny, ZZZ, but she's out there. She's she's a lead because what's his face, little sword man.
Oh, Arthur, yeah.
Arthur McDoodle fell off the wagon.
The wagon, he did.
And so yeah, they've been trying to figure out what's going on, and Leech is the dude with the analytics stuff.
Yeah,
we talked about how he's Mr. Persona Man.
Yeah.
Kind of cool, I mentioned earlier that them kind of getting together and doing the work is what makes it interesting.
Yeah.
Because you could just go in there and be like, oh, this guy uses fire.
Yeah.
It's over.
That's literally what Arthur is. But
yeah, pretty much.
That's why he fell off the horse, because they wanted to brainstorm this whole episode.
Give him a reason to flex up for a bit. And freaking camera angles, apparently. To use the camera angles.
So this is funny because they're trying to figure out how the glove works, and he's starting to figure it out as the fight goes along.
Putting that, a lot of sciencey stuff. I kind of enjoy how they're going really into it.
Yeah, it's kind of nice, honestly.
TLDR, if you heat up gold, it creates electric forces, and you can use that to, use magnets.
Yeah. So that's what she was doing. From what I understood, is that
called it.
He called it last episode where they used the glove. It's made out of gold.
I was waiting for the thunder shock, but all right.
Yeah, they almost got there because I saw thunder, like electricity around her. So the gold heats up to a certain temperature, and it actually becomes magnetic, like magnetism.
Which is pretty much everything that they're using against her. Bullets, shields, everything.
Yeah, she takes control of all of that.
Even their belts.
Oh, yeah.
We'll get back to that, though.
We'll get back to it. Yeah, so before we get into the main, cake, I guess, I've never seen, a very detailed periodic table element just shown in
in
it's all 3D.
Yeah, it's all 3D, and it was pretty cool, actually.
I was just damn, I'm back in science class, dude.
Yeah, again, this is good stuff. We need to know these things. So when Lich is going super into it, super detailed, analytical, and all that stuff. Yeah. They have them fighting, and then we have the octopus lady.
Yeah. I
didn't know that's what she did, but apparently she's the one that's always hanging out with the mechanic guy, Vulcan. Yeah. And Vulcan... Red hair girl, yeah, she's pretty cool. But Vulcan gives Tamaki, this ball.
Oh, yeah.
So essentially, it's a combustible, thing that will give her more fire power.
It ignites the fire, her fire...
fire punches or whatever. Which is a smart way to give a character a boost up, a power up, even if they haven't earned it. Yeah,
it's basically freaking that shit you put on the when you're cooking grill and stuff, to ignite it. Yeah,
it's a charcoal. Yeah, the little coals. But that's cool. I think again it's going to the point of everybody has their role, and then Vulcan being able to whip out something cool is
a little. Yeah, it kind of feels like a game, like an RPG game, because She's obviously she has firepower, but it's not enough to overcome Gold.
Yeah.
So those little balls that fool makes, they ignite her, and she's actually able to do the spear bomb.
So here's where the angles and the fan service comes in. Okay. So while they're fighting, obviously we mentioned metal is a thing. Why they don't have any metal on their jackets?
I never thought about that. Sure, like because I always assumed that the jackets and like especially the plate right here, that I thought it was like metal or something. But he says that it's like. He says it's like a kind of plastic that like is heat resistant, which is kind of
makes sense.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, but I never thought about it. Like in the well, I was watching the show before.
They risked their lives, man. It's pretty intense. So he's going about that, and they basically end up going full Tamaki, which Tamaki's whole thing is she is like the sex symbol or whatever you want to call it, like the lucky scab.
Real quick before we get to the sexy stuff. She got her ass beat like before she actually went like full potato. You know?
What did they do or like what?
Because like I don't know if this happens before or after her freaking fire spirit bomb.
Probably before.
And then like Gold takes control of like the little like the fist and like the shield or whatever, and then like she's just beating the shit out of Tamaki and she's just like blocking it and she's all like It reminded me of like that thing of Kill la Kill when what's her face Satsuki's mom beats the crap out of her.
Oh really?
And she's
Satsuki?
just like
Damn, that's pretty.
I'm sorry, mama. Dude, I thought they were literally gonna like beat her to the ground right there. I was just like, what are you doing? Relax.
Well, she's just buying time, I guess, apparently, which is the other goal of the octopus lady. Her whole shtick is that her flames are magnetic. Which, I didn't see that coming, but hey. Again, that creates a sort of barrier. Yeah,
it disrupts like her magnetism.
Her controlling,
her magnetonism.
It's like if you're trying to move it and someone else going the opposite direction. You're like, wait, what the fuck? But clearly she's still a lot better at this. So that's a really limited time for them to get a plan together so they can figure something out.
Yeah.
And what do they do?
Yeah.
They boil her ass.
Oh, yeah. No, okay.
They light up her ass, literally.
Like, I never thought I would say this, right? But, like, they literally use her ass as a pot, but...
The camera pans and everything. It was very disappointing.
It threw me off because, like, before that, I guess, like, her belt buckle is made out of...
metal.
Yeah, metal. So that shit starts like wiggling her around and shit, and like basically like taking her jeans off,
just like the good old days.
Yeah, and so like they fly off, and she's like from the bottom down, she's practically naked, and then like the lieutenant is just like, guys, let's get naked. Let's get naked. Because I guess like the belt buckle, so they take it off, and then that's when like they're like, we should boil all the steel. Because they want to cover that metal arm or that gold arm with steel so it can disrupt the magnetism.
Really smart. Again, this is where the tacticians come into play. So Leech comes like, all right, I got it. I know what we're doing. He breaks down gold. He's the one, it's gold, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
He's doing all the brain work, which is pretty cool. You know, normally you have a main character that's like, I need to do this. And then carrot cake.
Yeah.
But it's cool to see that they have a whole system where this guy's like freaking stressing out about it. And he's like, I got it, papacito. And so what they decide to do is they get that ball that Vulcan builds to basically, I think they said 280 degrees, 2,800 degrees.
Yeah, because they need to melt steel.
Steel and iron.
Her tail,
steel flint,
starts spinning and it becomes a
hot pot.
Yeah, like a hot pot of just steel,
a
right?
vortex of heat.
And like I like that they have like all these tools that they used to fix their equipment with, and they just use it.
The cogs and everything, exactly.
And that's when like they use her ass as a pot, which like it's funny because like this show like is so interesting, like, and then it just like threw me out. Like I was just like, oh damn, like they're really doing this.
But I mean. Because like the question is, why would he do this? Why would the author write this in? Why would they do this?
Look.
Let me tell you why.
Yeah.
Because in the middle of the scene of the fighting, when the lieutenant's like, we need to strip down.
Yeah.
And then the opposite lady, Gold, she's like, you guys aren't ashamed of this? Or like, you guys are practically naked.
This,
And then Lieutenant stands up, he's like, nah, dog. We do the not the nudist beach, but I wrote nudist beach when they started shooting down. But the calendars, like each, you might have not seen it, but in season 2, they reference that they take pictures, like they flex in shirtless for firefighter pictures of all the guys.
Oh, okay.
And they sell that.
Yeah.
And he's like, because we pose for like the fireman singing, and she's like, the gold lady, she's like, does it sell? And the lieutenant guy, speaking for the author, goes like, yes.
Oh, okay.
So he's like, okay, let's go, fucking sexual contact, and then sex sells, and they basically they go all out. They really all the angles, everything is just like super.
You see her
like her butt and shit.
Literally, like she's in like a doggy style position.
She is
with her butt out. That thing is spinning.
She's primed.
It cracked me up because like
has experience.
It looks like she just farted out this pink gas, but it's just fire.
Yeah, I forgot. I think I mentally blocked that out of my brain because when that happened, it literally was. He just wanted to write this. He just wanted her to make it look like that.
And look, like Tamaki being like ass up, cheeks up, and fucking cheeks up, and like the pot, like where they're boiling all the steel, and then they throw the little ball, and it actually starts melting because it's so hot.
It's like bolts together.
Yeah, and then like a shot of her face going like, oh, like like that.
Yeah.
It's gonna disappoint you, Frank, but like, out of the whole episode online, that's all I've been seeing, like just that scene. Yeah. They don't even talk about the good shit in this episode, like. But
that goes back to the lieutenant speaking. Yes, it sells. So like, here you go. You're fucking.
There's cooler things that happen in this episode that I think like should get like I guess like a more like scene, but like sex sells. So
sex sells, and I think at the end of the day, they reserved her fight, which is the sexual context, which is. Just do it, and then just do that because it'll get the plot going, and it works, and it happens, and like no one's saying you can't put it in your story, but again, this is her character. That is all she is in this story. But there you
go. So they managed to melt the steel, right? Like with her ass, and then I'm not sure
with
like
gas.
They managed to throw all the steel melted onto her.
Because you melt properties and you turn it to gas.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
My
bad. They melted down and then.
And then I'm not sure how they managed to throw it onto Gold's hand.
She does basically the spur bomb. She jumps really high and she says a specific phrase like Tamaki super bomb or something.
Oh yeah.
But I was just like not like
it just throws you off for a minute.
Normally I would have been like, oh shoot, it's that power move, but now I'm just like, I don't give a fuck, just throw your stupid ass ball. So she does it and it covers her arm, and then that creates a layer of interference which she can't use magnetism, hypothetically.
She can't be Magneto no more.
Which opens up
the
final kill.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Lieutenant Man is like, it's time. Bop.
Yeah.
Straight in the fucking dome, and I was just like, it got me, dude.
No, that was a good shot. Yeah,
because it went so fast.
Yeah, it happened fast. Like
normally they would have like exaggerate, like they got him. It's like no, it's like bop.
Yeah, because this fool, like the lieutenant, he's a little bit like less emotional than everybody else.
Yeah.
It was cool. Like the melted steel comes onto her arm. It just happens. Like it just lines up the shot and then like right in the forehead.
Before she has a chance to react or anything, he just goes for it. So
it was that part was really well, like I guess animated and really well done. Like her eyes roll back and like she just like flies.
It was a pretty.
It was a good scene.
It was like a win. It was like they earned that win. You know what I mean? So again, it kind of sucks that like the whole internet is just like, oh, she farted.
Oh yeah, the whole internet's like, oh, look at Tamaki's ass, and then like, but that scene was really good. Where
the build-up was cool.
Shot.
Like I was into it until like the whole, like even then it was kind of funny, but like we'll see. We'll just see how hopefully they get that out of the system and then go forward with this.
That's like one thing about like the show, like it rewards you in a weird way because like most of the times I'm expecting like this like grand finale, like final attack, like they do in most shonen, right?
Yeah.
But this show rewards you in a weird way where it's just like they ended it with a gunshot and that was it. Like, you know?
It was worth it.
And it was a good gunshot too.
I think it's because the whole idea is that he wasn't able to use any of his guns up to this point. So like, you know you can finish it, but you can't. And then when you finally get that open, it's like, again, like everybody has their parts. Nobody could have made that shot besides them probably. Yeah,
and even like in other animes where like the hero has to kill the villain, they make a big deal out of it. This was just like screw it. They're messing us up, you know? Like they gotta save the lieutenant. I mean the captain, right? Yeah. So
because speaking of the captain.
Oh, we'll get to that right now. So as soon as she gets headshotted, some stupid grunt named Stream. I don't know why his name was Stream.
Well, it was good. It was a good vibe. Yeah, Stream. Steam, right? Steam.
I think his name was Stream or Steam.
You're probably right.
I think Stream because he makes the vortex. Yeah. He's just like, I knew it. She was too weak. It's my turn, Poppy. And like I said this in another review.
Look at me fly.
Yeah. He's basically the Avatar for the last Airbender. So we know he can get one-shotted in this universe.
Okay.
So he turns into the Avatar and like, even though I hate how he looks, I hated this character. Like,
cool powers.
Yeah, he has cool powers, right? So he's like floating around, and he uses the wind, I guess, to move in really high speed. Like he almost like teleports.
Okay.
But what I find it really cool is that he teleports next to the lieutenant, and it takes a minute for the characters to react to it. Yeah. Because what's her name? Not Tamaki, the buff girl.
Oh, I don't even know.
Like that other girl.
The witch?
Yeah, the witch buff girl. It takes a second for her to go like, Maki. She goes like, huh? like, you know?
Well, kind of adding to like the intensity, right?
Yeah, how fast that was really well done.
That's a good point because you're saying how fast he moves.
Yeah.
Like faster for the other guys to kind of like keep Superman fast. Yeah. Yeah. Flash fast.
He was flash fast, yeah.
Until someone faster shows up.
Yeah. Dude, all right. And that's when the captain goes like, huh? It's over.
Who's this?
Yeah, it's over. And so what happens next, Ray?
From the mist. Oh yeah, it's this vortex, whatever stream slashes at the captain, right?
Yeah.
And like you're saying, it's like it's pretty intensity, and it should have done it.
Yeah.
But out of nowhere, you see the blue light.
I
didn't see it. Like I didn't know what happened for a second. I was like, wait, what?
Yeah.
So that's how good like that slip-in was.
Yeah, go.
The dust settles and you see fucking Mr. Ponytail showing up.
He's just like, And like, it's funny because I knew last episode, because this thing comes out weekly, so I knew last episode they did that on purpose, like he fell off, so it could give the Company 8 like some shine. Yeah. But so I forgot about it because like I was into like the fight, right? And then all you hear is the lightsaber going like boom, and like I think it cut like his vortex.
It countered.
It countered it, and then like the whole like smog just splits in half. And you just like you said, you see like Arthur like walking in, and I knew that I was just like, that's why he fell off, just to make that badass entrance.
That guy.
And like he's walking in, you know, he's doing like the badass like MC stuff.
Like, where have you been?
Yeah.
He's like, I fell off my horse.
Yeah, I fell off my horse.
My horse.
Yeah, and then he just like, the guy goes like, oh, super tornado, freaking Katrina attack, and then like he literally just goes like, and slain.
Taking a page out of Demon Slayer.
Yeah, he busted a Demon Slayer.
Hinatami, he calls it Violet Flash.
Violet Flash. I'm assuming that slash went right through his body. It's just heat,
He just
like
it's plasma.
It's plasma.
It's not even heat. It's just plasma. It's like if a laser. It's basically a lightsaber. If a laser, a plasma sword.
I love the sound effects though. It sounds like a mixture of like, I don't know, like a lightsaber and a fan. Like it just sounds weird.
Because it is just like. Plasma isn't solid, it's gas, but it holds it's like a substance.
Yeah, it's really cool. And that scene was well animated. Like, I don't know if you paid attention, but like when the arms move, all the little plates like also move. It looked kind of 3D-ish.
For his sword?
Yeah, like his hand and his sword.
Yeah, like
because it has little plates. Yeah. So when he grabs it, it looked weird.
That attention to detail.
Yeah, that was a good scene.
David Productions, man, I'm telling you. It's a JoJo budget.
Yeah. So Arthur comes in like a total badass, slays that lame ass stream guy.
One shot.
Yeah, one shots him. And then we're back with Shinra and basically Burns. Joker's just like, you got this, puppy. He doesn't say anything.
he's like the guy in the background.
Yeah. So, yeah, man. It's just a quick conversation. If I remember it right, Shinra's like upset because like he explains that Burns like never really finishes explaining things. He kind of just stays quiet or something like that.
He says that he's stuck in his mind. So like he comes up with an idea and he just goes with it, but he doesn't stop to like listen to anybody. Or at least that's how Shinra sees it. Yeah. That he never stops to see. Basically, he never stops to listen to Shinra.
Yeah. At the end of the day. And he's all like, "Oh, it's because like I only believe in the God I seen." Yeah, he says that he believes in the God he's seen, and like that's why like his actions are justified. But then he's all like, "Oh, but you're like a firefighter, and then on top of that, you're like the commander of like all this stuff, and like what about the people?" And
yeah, he does for the people.
Yeah, and he's all like, "But I seen God."
Yeah, like something about that. Yeah, he goes. I forgot exactly how he says it, but yeah, he just going on this thing of like just. He's saying these things. He says a specific phrase that like I took it as like I'm still on him just pushing Shinra. Yeah. So I think he's just pushing Shinra to level up. Yeah. Because it's not like he's actually like abusing him or anything, but he's stressing him out. Yeah. Because he says right after that they have the conversation and he tells one of his minions to implant Obi with the egg. So that's already starting to happen and yeah, it does go in, I think. Like, so he puts it and then like the little crawler goes in and then you see Obi's eyes turn red and like he's like, it's over. Yeah.
And it ends.
Because Shinra tells him that he's gonna be a hero. Like that's still his kind of like his dream or his ideal or whatever. And Burns goes like, all right, man, go and plan him, go be a hero, you know. He's really pushing him. So we'll see how far he takes it, but I still think he's doing some weird things. Yeah. If he's supposed to be like a parental figure to Shinra, because he's the one that saved them when their house burned down.
Yeah, he did.
So like, I assume he's known everything from the start, but again, he doesn't explain to anybody what's going on. So we'll see.
Because he keeps to himself.
Well, that's
what Shinra says.
I think at this point things are too dangerous. He can't talk to anybody. He can't trust anybody because they could just turn it against him, or they could like stop. He could basically. It doesn't matter. Basically, anything he says can be used to like either bring about the end of the world.
And he can't say anything either because like that girl has an eye on him, the crazy girl.
We'll see.
But that was it for what is this, episode 4 of season 3?
They're really extending this Obi fight. So I think we might be right at like we're not gonna get the Obi fight until like 8. Yeah. And they're just gonna be talking this whole time because if you see the previews, they're already introducing the bigger guy. They mentioned the bigger guy.
The dragon guy.
Yeah.
His name's like something dragon.
And to fight Team 8. So they're still gonna have another fight with Arthur and everybody else before we even get into Shinra's
Oh, you're right.
So I think
that's
we're
gonna be cool. Yeah.
Yeah, it's all right. We'll see. We'll see Arthur get down. Yeah. But yeah, they're really extending this. I thought they would. I thought it was weird that they introduced Obi so soon, but now it feels weird that they're fucking stretching it out. Yeah. It kind of feels like Namek. Like
like
Dragon Ball Z Namek. Because again, like how I felt it is that you're seeing them fight, they get all serious, and you're like, oh yeah, it's happening, and then you jump over to Obi, and he's like, he still hasn't been infected. Yeah. Like, what are we doing here? Like, we're just wasting time.
Yeah, because like Gold had the bug, and they're gonna infect them there. Then like they're still on the roof, and like it's been extended.
I'll give it credit, like to say that Burns is still just trying to egg on Shinra, but it feels very disoriented, and that's kind of like not ruining it for me, but it's like.
Get on with it. Yeah. You guys wouldn't be standing on the roof for so long.
Fucking move away from the sex scenes. Go fucking fight. I'm here to see a fight, Dan.
Yeah,
okay. But I don't mind them. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, no.
I don't mind the sex scenes. It's just like again, like it's still impresses me that is just her character.
Yeah, that's gonna be her character at this point.
She will never step out of Mako's shadow. Yeah. Never.
Yeah.
Except for that one time she farted. Anyways.
Yeah, but we'll see what happens with the next episode. Like you said, I forgot about that, but they're gonna fight like the other dude, the bigger dude.
Yeah.
So
hopefully he has some cool.
And Arthur's there, so I'm assuming that fight is gonna be a little extreme compared to this one.
Yeah.
Because like Arthur's just like he's like those characters that are like just one hit KO'ers, you know, like so we'll see. We'll see how intense this battle gets.
Yeah, and to be fair, at least even if they are just extending the story, the fact that, like you mentioned, when his glove like moves when he grabs his sword, is just attention to detail. So no matter what, they are putting in the work.
Yeah, they are putting in the work. I mean, have you seen Sakamoto days?
Apparently not.
Just like pump that thing out. No, this one they took their time. They took like 5 years to make.
They probably they've been sitting on this for a while. So I feel like they know what they're doing, and I'm excited. And we'll go from there.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Make sure to subscribe, comment,
and hit that like. We'll catch you guys next time. Ciao.